The room was tense with anticipation. Banners of both Earth and Zarkalon 7 shimmered across the diplomatic hall, casting radiant light upon the marble floors. Humans and aliens alike stood shoulder to shoulder, representatives from 2 very different worlds hoping to form a bridge of peace. Captain Elijah Brooks stood at the center of it all, chosen as Earth's lead ambassador due to his calm demeanor, decorated service record, and, most importantly, his universal translator device, a marvel of human engineering said to be flawless. "Remember," whispered his aide, Tasha, standing just behind him. "A simple greeting. Smile, bow, and let the translator handle the rest." "Easy," Elijah nodded, adjusting his uniform. "What's the worst that could happen?" At that very moment, the towering double doors of the Zarkalonian embassy chamber opened with a hiss, revealing the alien queen. She floated forward, yes, floated, on a throne that levitated above the ground, gliding silently. The Zarkalonian queen, known as Her Radiant Eminence Zarkella the Infinite, was a spectacle. 8 feet tall, wrapped in iridescent silk-like tendrils that shimmered with shifting colors, her eyes glowed with golden light, and her expression bore the timeless wisdom of countless solar cycles. All human representatives instinctively straightened. The queen stopped in front of Elijah, gazing down with a curious tilt of her crystalline crown. It was time. Elijah smiled broadly, bowed low, and triggered the translator device on his collar. "Your Radiance," he said smoothly. "On behalf of all the people of Earth, I offer our deepest respect and a hand of everlasting friendship." There was a brief hum as the translator processed the sentence, then broadcast it in the Zarkalonian language. Only something was off. As soon as the device spoke, a stunned silence fell. A Zarkalonian guard choked on his drink. A few alien attendants gasped. One actually fainted. The queen's glowing eyes narrowed. Tasha's face paled. That didn't sound right. Elijah's confident grin began to waver. "What did it say?" Before anyone could respond, the queen leaned forward, her voice like silk wrapped around a blade. She said something in Zarkalonian, and the translator helpfully rendered it. "Did you just call me a festering pile of moon dung with a face like an unripe fungus?" Elijah's blood drained from his face. "What?"
No.
No. He tapped the translator furiously. "There must be some error. I didn't say that." The translator chirped and replied in Zarkalonian. "Correction, I meant to say your face is shaped like unripe fungus, not that you are one." Gasps echoed louder this time. Tasha let out a squeak. "Shut it off. Shut it off." Elijah frantically pressed the button, but the device had frozen. The software had glitched badly. The queen rose from her levitating throne. Everyone tensed. Her radiant tendrils flared in the air like flames. For a terrifying moment, Elijah thought he had just triggered the first interstellar war.
Then she laughed.
It wasn't a polite chuckle. It was a deep, melodic roar of genuine amusement that echoed through the chamber like a bell. The kind of laugh that made the marble floor tremble. "You humans," she said through her own translator, "are far more amusing than our intelligence reports indicated." Elijah blinked. "Wait, you're not offended." "Offended?" the queen repeated, still smiling. "That translation was horrible, but the look on your face was glorious. You look like a star calf who just realized it drank cleaning fluid." The humans around Elijah relaxed ever so slightly, exhaling collectively. Elijah chuckled nervously, scratching his neck. "We, aim to entertain?" The queen stepped down from her throne and stood directly in front of him. "Let me teach you the proper greeting. Repeat after me." She raised one tendril and placed it over her heart-like core. "Zur Tekvalthaner." The translator surprisingly managed to get that one right. May our sons never burr apart. Elijah repeated the phrase, slowly and respectfully, mimicking the gesture. The queen smiled warmly and nodded. There, she said, much better than calling me a dung pile. Everyone laughed, except Elijah, who still looked like he might pass out. Later, during the reception, technicians discovered what had gone wrong. The translator software had auto-updated mid-translation and switched to an older database, one that had been used during war simulations and mock negotiations. In that outdated lexicon, phrases of peace had been repurposed into comedic insults for testing purposes. We were beta testing an alien insult generator, the lead engineer explained sheepishly. Looks like your unit downloaded it by mistake. Elijah just stared at him. You mean I almost started a galactic war because of a joke app? Technically, the engineer shrugged. Yes. That night, as everyone enjoyed interspecies delicacies and intergalactic music, the queen pulled Elijah aside. Tell me, she said, sipping a glowing drink that changed color every few seconds, what would your people have done if I had taken offense? He smiled. Honestly? Apologized profusely, panicked, then probably offered you all of New Jersey as compensation. She tilted her head. What is a New Jersey? A chaotic place. You'd love it. The queen laughed again. From that moment on, the incident became a running joke among the Earth-Zarkolonian alliance. The phrase unripe fungus face even became a term of endearment between diplomats, used with a wink and a smile. Elijah earned the nickname Captain Fungus among both humans and aliens. At first, he protested, but eventually he embraced it, even signing his name that way on diplomatic documents. After all, he had helped form an unlikely bond between two worlds through laughter. In future summits, all translator devices came with a new warning label.